What the hell happened? What the frick is this? No, listen. Last night was a mistake. It was never meant. Fine, I'll complete Batman Arkham City without taking damage. So today, I will be completing this game without taking damage. Otherwise, my hamster friend will leak my nudes. I'll be choosing normal difficulty since easy is too easy. And hard is, well, come on guys, I at least want to enjoy the game here. And the rules are here. BAM! So without further ado, let's turn some criminals into vegetables. So I start off my epic, biblical journey as no other than Catwoman herself. This is more of a tutorial, and it's easy AF, so bam bam bam. Now I'm playing as the power-hungry megalomaniac himself, and I bet you're wondering how the heck I'm Batman. Well, it all started when I got roofied and sexually molested by a gang of men and a dwarf suffering with fetal alcohol syndrome. No time to talk about that because my hot girlfriend who weighs about 80 pounds soaking wet is captured, and I, the hero of the story, has to save her. So I do what anyone does with an addiction to power. I beat the shit out of everyone. Every guy here is slow and weak. They don't have weapons, tase rods, shields, or anything that is a threat to me on any level. So bam bam bam. My girlfriend is so funny, even facing certain death. She loves saying some good one-liners.
I vote for a stay of execution.
Want me to tell you what's even more better about my girlfriend? Come closer. A little closer. Her amazing set of weapons of mass distraction. Honestly, what the hell am I doing here again? Oh yeah, bullying and tormenting a Burns victim. Me and my girl talk, and that's when the Joker pays us a visit. He tries to assassinate my girl. Is that outfit even appropriate? Nobody hurts women unless it's me, right Harley Quinn? But her legion of simps are threatening me with guns. But I'm Batman, and I got a big old bag of tricks up my sleeve. Detective vision, silent takedowns, Kia, wall takedowns, Falcon, punch! And here's the man himself, the Joker. The man who's identical to me, but without the money. He flirts with me, then tries to blow me up. I take this as an act of war, so now I'm gonna murder his ass. First, to get some motivation for my epic fight, I recreate the scene from my favourite anime, Wreck-It Ralph.
I'm bad, and that's good. I will never be good, and that's not bad. There's no one I'd rather be than me.
And that's enough motivation to keep me going, guys. Oh, pure goosebumps. I navigate through the steel mill, get hurt by gas and fire. I straight up murder someone. You piece of shit. I told you not to bite, only suck. But please, I won't do it again. Unfortunately, I have to save a stupid doctor. I mean, just look at the shit she says.
How does she know what we're saying?
Please, Lord. Just please. How does he know what we're saying? Just shut the fuck up! Now it's time to meet my arch nemesis. Just kidding. Now I have to beat up a big juicy guy with a physical disability, which is pretty much what my life has come to. Despite this guy being severely crippled, he was quite a match for me. I get too occupied beating down people and BAM! It's just me and him and BAM! I question my sexuality. BAM! I shoot him with a tase gun, and BAM! I take a hammer to the face. I should have been able to take this guy out pretty easily, but I was experiencing performance issues. 1 out of 10 guys, everybody. I know, I suck. It was time to meet the Joker. But oh no, surprise butt sex. I'm playing as the Jugosaurus Rex, Catwoman. Which, to be honest with you, bores the shit out of me. Being a girl in the city is hard, guys. I go to my apartment, there's men. I speak to my questionably over-sexualized friend, and there's men. And me, an 80-pound, 5'8" female, has to beat up a sea of 200-pound plus men who's had years of combat experience. But hey, at least I look good doing it. There's 3 levels to this cluster truck of a fight sequence. You beat up X amount of men, and you move up a layer. It's that simple. But the last layer, my over-sexualized friend started hurling red balls at me. I was getting kind of annoyed with the constant retries and seeing the same goddamn cutscene before the fight.
Everywhere I go, I see his face.
Since I'm a Batman pro gamer, I know exactly what to do. Dodge, duck, dip, dive and dodge. The 5 Ds of dodgeball. The only other D I need is Batman's. But it's too late, because the Joker already gave Batman the D.
Now, there's a teeny little bit of me in you too. That's...
Rip Batman's butthole. If you haven't already guessed, I'm now Batman. I have to find Mr. Freeze for a cure since Joker Joker gave me an STD.
Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted.
I beat up the guys outside Mr. Freeze's house. I get extremely impatient because I got Mr. J's semen coursing through my butthole right now. I'm a desperate man with nothing to lose. The guys inside were no match for me. Since I'm only at the beginning of the game, the guys doing the stealth parts of the game are, for a lack of a better word, fucking shit. The dwarf has kidnapped Mr. Freeze. Hang on everyone, just 1 second, let me just interrogate this guy. Where is the dwarf? Little person, whatever the fuck the correct word is nowadays. He's with Joe. Joe what? Joe Mama! Son of a bitch.
Bruh.
Turns out the dwarf is in the museum. And really bro? I'm armed to the teeth and dressed like a lunatic. That thing is more like a Swiss Army knife to me. Bam! And the dirt is gone. Apparently, I gotta do some boring filler shit. There's 3 communication disruptors, which apparently is blocking me from entering. I mean, I could just burst through the window, but oh well. I destroy 1 and 2 on each rooftop, and 1 underground. Finally, I've completed the boring fill-in of the game. And to think, Joker already gave me his good fill-in. Surprise bukkake party! Wow! I meet up with a dwarf, and I'm already getting flashbacks. It was horrible. I was a slab of meat to them. Nothing more, nothing less. Ah, stupid feelings! God damn it! To restore my former masculinity, I killed them. I killed them all. They're dead. Every single one of them. And not just the men, but the women and the children too. They're like animals, and I slaughtered them like animals. I hate them. Although this guy looks very threatening, he's easy AF. So bam bam bam. The dwarf is really starting to test me. He's managed to find Despicable Me's ice gun, falls this lake, and I have to tiptoe across this thin layer of impenetrable ice. I have to save some cops. Hey, wait a minute, that's not a cop. That's Antonio Popeye from Britain's Got Talent. What's he doing here? I play with some sharks. Ka-chicka-chicoo. Nah, I actually died. I found Mr. Freeze, but I also found the other big juicy guy with a physical disability. Please, let me go. I'll suck your dick. Unlike his brother, it didn't take me long to beat him, because I am a pro. Fuck. Damn, Mr. Freeze looks like he's been on chemo, but I have no sympathy for anyone with mental or physical illnesses. Surprise nipple cripple. Gotcha, bitch. So I need to get his suit, steal his override chip for his Despicable Me gun, and bam, Falcon punch the dwarf so hard the other 6 dwarves feel it. And just like that, my former masculinity has been restored. Well, maybe not, because now I'm fighting Solomon Grundy. Born on a Wednesday, christened on a Tuesday, married on a Wednesday. Sounds a lot like my first wife. Solomon Grundy was being a douche. I didn't want to hurt him. He kept tripping me up, Hulk smashing the ground, causing a ripple effect. This guy's a fucking douche. The goal to this fight is to put explosive gel on these electric thingy-majiggies. Just make sure to do it with style. Mwah. You blow up these electric thins, he faints, you beat the shit out of him, he revives, rinse and repeat. And much like what my first wife did to me, you tear out his heart. Fucking bitch, you should see how much she fucked me in the divorce. Listen, what me and Robin did, it was just a game. Hide the salami. Please don't take little Timmy. No. Dad? Timmy. Dad. And I'm not the only one getting fucked here. One of the 7 dwarfs challenged me yet again. Much like Taylor Swift in Willow, the Evermore album, I come back stronger than a 90s trend. I harness all my inner energy of 1,000 suns. I know it might look like I'm tormenting the grumpy munchkin, but this is for his own good. Falcon! Punch! And then boom, he's a vegetable. Me and Mr. Freeze have a catch up. I apologize for the nipple cripple. One of the women ninjas escaped, and not gonna lie, me and Mr. Freeze have a moment. And just hold that moment. Hold on a second. Is that what I think it is? Ew, gross, sick. Oh my god, no way. The woman ninja has got the painters in, if you catch my drift. So I follow her blood. Gross. Get caught being a peeping Tom. My sexy brooding sidekick inserts himself. Oh, if only he could insert himself into me. I made it to the sewers, and the STD, the sperm, coursing through my anal cavity, was getting pretty intense. And I have to save a stupid nurse. Oh, god damn it, I hate civilians. Now, here's where the bad guys have finally upgraded. Well, sort of. They have a signal jammer, and that's pretty much it. And they still easy AF, so bam bam bam. I made it underground. I scan each of these mini iron giants, and with every few scans, the ninjas come out and play. And because they're slippery sons of bitches, the good old bouncing back and forth like a goddamn pinball don't work on them. To make my life somewhat easier, with every few punches, I jump and land a few more. My other girlfriend emerged from the shadows. We have a little smoochy, and oh no, she lifts up my mask.
You need Jesus, ma'am.
And apparently, to remove a Joker's sperm from my anal cavity, I have to undergo extreme trials. Trials that have not been performed by mortal men, like gliding. And that's literally all I have to do, is glide. Ra's al Ghul wants to remove a sperm with his sword, and I say hell no. So like the brutes that we are, we duke it out. The goal to this fight is to do what you do with every other boss. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Once you analyze his fight pattern, he's pretty repetitive. He throws razor blades, rows of swords, and you wait until there's an opening, then shoot him with a few electric balls. And bam! The first wave is done. I spam Y since I am a console peasant. The second wave, however, was surprisingly different, but thankfully, if you fail, the checkpoint loads in from the wave you're on. You beat up the sea of men, then he goes back to his boring old repetitiveness, but only faster. Whoa, I'm very scared, Ra's al Ghul. But anyway, that guy was a piece of cake. He threatens my girl, and nobody threatens women but me. So I take out my razor blade, throw it at him, and bam, he's a vegetable. I do some more boring stealth crap. I come across Shrek.
Oh, hello there!
And then fight some men. Interestingly enough, they finally upgraded. They've got some shields this time. But to make my life somewhat easier yet again, every few punches I roll or jump over someone, because when I spam the punch button, Batman ends up bouncing around the place hitting every person in sight. It can get pretty frustrating when he auto-locks onto an enemy with a shield or a tase rod. Although, I could just destroy the shield, but what's the fun in that? Shit. Old man, listen to me. Just listen. Get your shit together. What I did to you was just a prank, bro. After tormenting the residents of Arkham City, it was time to beat down on a guy undergoing chemo, Mr. Freeze. This frickin' fight was easy. I thought it was going to be hard. The only issue was you had to smack him down in different ways, which takes away the repetitiveness. And boom, the guy undergoing chemo has been defeated. I have to stealthily break into the steel mill since he's got armed guys surrounding it. Shut the fuck up. I float on icebergs. Someone tries taking a swing at me. Oh, for fuck's sake. I quickly put it into place.
When someone takes a swing at me with a pipe, they don't get the chance to apologize.
You just got owned, you knew.
I do some more stealthy stealth. They have proximity mines now, which is nothing to me, so bam bam boom. I come across Harley Quinn, and she's all tied up with tape on her mouth, begging to be let go. To be honest with you, it sounds a lot like the first date I had with my ex-wife. Well, she didn't call it a date, it was more like a word that rhymes with date. But no time to talk about my previous lawsuit. I'm now fighting the Joker, and his legion of men, and he's not messing around. His whole squad is here, and they've got knives, one-armed behemoths, juiced up meatheads, and to top it all off, you've got a Scalextrics track running. This is just one cluster truck, and if there's one thing I know more than anybody, is that I can handle my fair share of men. So like my previous strategy, punching and jumping is the way forward. If you just spam the punch, it can get pretty confusing once Batman hits max speed 1 of bouncing around like a pinball. Keep the fighting in the middle to avoid the Hot Wheels cars, and now, it's my turn to surprise butt sex Joker.
I can't take anymore! You win! You beat me!
I'm playing now as Double Delicious Catwoman. Her story is pretty boring, so I'm not gonna even attempt to make it entertaining. I have to steal money because
I like money!
The one problem I have with Catwoman during combat is that she loves to look sexy whilst fighting. Sometimes before landing a punch, she likes to do about 3 twirls, 6 twists, 5 slides, and then a punch. By the time I actually do end up punching, I get punched, but I'm Batman now, and the night I had with Joker was pretty fun, and I won seconds, so I go on the hunt for the lanky white prick who's good with his mouth.
That means 2 things.
I endure blistering men, scorching weapons, and I climb to the highest bloody room of the tallest bloody tower, and what do I find? Some mentally ill bald guy with a god complex telling me that my princess is already gone, and to be honest with you, there's only enough room in this city for one mentally ill guy, and that is me. Oh, it's the vegetable from earlier. To make sure he stays a vegetable this time, I push him out the window, we have a little tussle, I smell his hair, and he gets impaled through his butthole. It's now the Joker's time to get impaled through his butthole, either by my dick or by my fists. And apparently, he's got my girl. I make my way there, whilst taking out snipers, I find the Joker, and my girl, she ends up killing him. I take his body home for scientific purposes, and that's it. That's the end of the game. Just kidding. Joker got me with his old bait and switch. Oh, you. It was Clayface this whole time. Oh my god. This will be the fight of my life. And it was easy as it was repetitive. All you gotta do is throw ice bombs and dodge his choreographed fight moves. It's as simple as that. The second part, however, was a little bit complicated. Just a tiny bit though. He spawns little clay people, you throw ice in his mouth, and boom, I kill Clayface. Just like that. I carry the Joker to my bedroom, bridal style, and that's it. That's the end of the game. So, can you actually beat Batman Arkham City without taking damage? Of course you can. So thanks for watching the video. If you liked the video and you want to see me make some more cringy ass challenges, then please subscribe, like and comment. Just comment how shit it was so I can beat you up in the streets. Also, thanks to all the new subscribers I got. Seeing your comments on my Assassin's Creed 2 video was pretty nice, because usually my comment section is like an abandoned wasteland. So thank you all, and I'll see you in the next one.